Hey everyone, Chris Thrift Shop Hustler here. Today is Tuesday, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna rehash my old hashtag ToysRUs Tuesday, where on my older channel I used to show stuff every Tuesday of nostalgic toys that I remember from Toys R Us. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do. I'm gonna kind of rehash that whole subject for the Thrift Shop Hustler channel. So every Tuesday, hopefully every Tuesday, I'll have a new toy from the 80s and the 90s that I remember as a kid. And so that's pretty much what this series is going to be about. So today, from 1987, we have the Defiant, the GI Joe Defiant. And what it was this humongous space ship complex base thing. As you can see these photos, this thing was huge. And the craziest thing is this was like, I want to say like Christmas of 1987. I wanted this so bad, but my parents could not afford this. I think the retail on this was like $299 or $399, and it was way pricey. And I think Toys R Us really didn't even have that many of them in stock, and so they're huge. So what I want to do is play real quick. For those that don't know, this was from GI Joe, the little figures from the 80s, huge complex. Let's play a commercial showing you what exactly this thing is.
GI Joe Defiant Complex.
Nobody beats G.I. Joe.
The Defiant's launch base opens to reveal a flight control center.
Liftoff.
The booster becomes a space station, and the Defiant's bay opens for rescue missions.
Imagine flying a Defiant. Go! Nobody beats G.I. Joe. A real American hero.
Live the adventure of GI Joe.
So that was that commercial, and as you can see, this thing was great. I mean, I really wanted this thing. And the thing was, not too many people that I know actually got this thing. And there was a few kids at school that got this, but it was like so hard to get. Like pretty much a lot of people couldn't even afford it, that they actually had Hasbro actually had a giveaway. So I want to actually show you that commercial from the 80s, and it's kind of funny. The music from these videos are just great. Links to these videos will be below, just as a side reference for you to check out these channels, and they have a lot of commercials and things like that. But let me show you this this giveaway for the Defiant in 1987.
Cobra's taken over the space station.
They're taking candy from a baby.
Hawk, get it back. Live the adventure in the Operation Space Station contest.
Study your star map, find the hidden clues, and break the Cobra code. Then choose a Joe rescue team.
Psycho can do it. He'll need gung-ho, too.
Win the GI Joe Defiant Complex.
You serious?
Get a certificate from Hawk just for entering. Star maps and entry forms and specially
Oh, that's
marked
great.
GI Joe products. Join the Joe team in the Operation Space Station contest.
Minnesota,
Now move out.
Minnesota in the house. So that's pretty much what it was. It was a toy that I never got, but I remember seeing these at Toys R Us. They had a huge one on display, and it was up on the shelf. And this was before they put toys in those plastic little see-through containers where kids can kind of see what the whole thing was. They have on the floor now. They're kind of eye level. This thing was up, and it was literally just, you couldn't reach it, but it was just like, I totally wanted it. So anyways, shout out to my parents though. They did get me some really cool stuff in the Christmas of 1987. Didn't get the Defiant, but also they took care of me. So shout out to my parents. And I wanted to show you guys, it wouldn't be Thrift Shop Hustler channel without showing you some of the completed auctions and what this thing still goes for, and kind of a little bit of eBay reselling history, because these things, you can still find these things out and about. So let's go over this real quick. So as you can see, we have the Defiant complex, and this thing is it still goes for like $750 loose, complete. Now there was a bunch of little pieces that went with this thing. You're probably not going to find the little missiles, and sometimes, let's see if they show a photo of this. And this one's in good condition. A lot of these things start to what do you call it? There's decoloration over time with the whites. As you can see, that it came with like this huge booster shuttle, and this like little shuttle that came on top that opened up that you can put your figures in. And there was also these little pieces, and I think this is the figure that actually came with the guy, and the figure itself is worth a pretty good amount of money, because it was exclusive to the set, just like we talked about the blue Snaggletooth for the Star Wars vintage Sears Cantina display set, and that figure goes for a couple $100s. I haven't looked at the Defiant figure in a while to see how much that goes for, so we can actually take a look at that. But as you can see, the complete Defiant still goes for about $700. If you find one in sealed box, we're talking about, okay, so there was 2 figures, it looks like, that came with this. So look at this, $256 this ended for 2 figures that were exclusive to the Defiant. We got Hardtop and Payload. And Payload looked like a cool astronaut. He has a little backpack, and Hardtop looks like he had a helmet and a little gun. So this goes to show you, this went for $256. That's still pretty good money. The thing is, it would have been a pretty crazy investment if you would have bought this in 1987 and put it away, because I think there is someone trying to sell just even a complete one in the box. Let's go back here a second. Those were comps. Yeah, look at this. $10,000 for a sealed. Well, unless I don't think this is sealed. No, it's open. But it looks like everything is still pretty much there. Now, this... Oh, see, is it even... There's no even decals. It looks like the figures are still sealed. So yeah, it's pretty much sealed, but the box is closed. Look at all that. Oh, well, it looks like they just repacked it, so it's not super brand new. But I mean, 10 grand they're asking for this. It's a little crazy of a price, to be honest. I think a sealed one of these would probably be in the neighborhood of like maybe like 4 or 5 grand for a sealed one, and maybe 10 grand if it was like an absolute mint condition one. Because the thing is, with these old G.I. Joe boxes, some of them had like stickers. They weren't like printed all nice like they have boxes today, because the printing quality of printers have obviously, and technology has gotten better over the last 30 years. So these G.I. Joe boxes literally had big stickers on the front, and they were on cardboard. And eventually, you know, the cardboard that they used for these old 80s G.I. Joe boxes tend to fall apart. So the fact that this guy's asking $10,000 for this is reasonable, sort of, because the condition of this box is absolutely amazing. I've never seen a box this well kept. And if, like I said, if this thing was sealed, it would easily go for 4 or 5 grand, no problem. It can probably even go higher than that if it was graded by AFA, which is an action figure grading company. And you can look at that too. So this figure, I forgot that this actually box came with 2 of those figures, and you can see 2 of those loose figures still went for $256 just for the figures. And I think that's why those prices of the completed ones that were going for $750 were going for that much, is because those figures were included, and I didn't really kind of equate that in there. So that is the major thing for this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of content. I want to do this every week and try to do this every week. I remember when I tried doing ToysRUs Tuesday before, it was a little hard to kind of every week do one of those, and then eventually they fell off. But I'm really hyped about this channel. I'm really excited to show you guys some of this stuff. So I'm bringing the ToysRUs Tuesday back for the Thrift Shop Hustler crowd. And like I said, we'll be diving into other toys from the 80s and the 90s and stuff like that I remember, and I can take you back in time a little bit to show you what's up. And maybe we'll have some female toys down the line. Maybe my wife Heidi will jump in here and talk about stuff like strawberry shortcake, My Little Pony, strawberry shortcake, stuff like that. So if you enjoyed this, please click the subscribe button, share. Also, click the bell next to the subscribe button if you want to get notifications on every time I upload. I try to do a few videos a week. We have Know Your Stuff, which we dive into different subjects that you can find at thrift shops and garage sales and stuff like that. Click the like button, click the subscribe button. Everyone have a great Tuesday. Check me out on Instagram. The link is below. I'm going to hashtag this ToysRUs Tuesday. Let me know if you guys remember this kind of stuff when you were a kid. if you're a little older like I am. So everyone have a good one.